Hi and welcome back to Beeper Bear in a new location of a field where me and Bear are doing some editing. Well, he's not doing a great deal, to be fair, but I think he deserves a good rest because this week he was all over in this week's video. He was literally everywhere, but that was mainly because we kept shutting him out. We wouldn't let him stay too close to us because he was hugging us a little bit at the beginning, so we were like, right, let's shut the doors, see where he goes. And he gets out and about and everywhere, which actually helped solve a mystery that you will have seen in our main channel video. So there was a clock that chimed, and I think the sound of it on his video makes you realise that it was the clock that we were looking at, not the other one, which is pretty good because that means that there's no random clocks, although they were both broken, but there was no random clocks without us touching them going off. So hopefully it was because of us, but still very, very weird. You will have seen it in the main channel video. Anyway, I'll put that clip in so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because if you've not seen the main channel video, this is just waffle and you don't know what I'm on about. So enjoy the video and I'll see you in a second. Hi and welcome back to Beeper Bear. Like I mentioned, now this week we've got a brand new camera and I'm hoping the quality of the picture is a little bit better for you, apart from that big dirty mark that's right in the middle of the screen. Also, the sound seems to be better, so I made a decision that I was going to make sure that I did two versions, one of them with music and one of them without. Now, as you can see, the one that you're watching at the moment has got music or no music. If you would prefer to have some music on there, swap over to the other video if it's not this one, and vice versa. But also, in addition to that, the camera we've got that is a new camera is a lot better quality, so the picture looks a lot better. However, the casing, the outer casing that it goes in, is the wrong size. So at the moment it looks a little bit like a fisheye camera with the black marks around the outside. That will change because it keeps sliding forwards and backwards, so we are going to get that sorted. However, the picture, in my opinion, apart from that dirty mark, is so much better. Now sometimes when we're not 100% sure if a location is good enough to make a video out of, we do a little bit of a scout round, just to have a quick look, see if everything's alright. Now when we did that this time, Bear tried to run up the stairs and almost rolled back down again. He just really was struggling. I don't know why. He was fine after the first attempt, but I just don't think he was really steep. So I'm guessing he just didn't get the hang of it. He wasn't quite sure, but then after that he was absolutely fine. Now, sometimes we miss out rooms because they're not worth looking at, and somebody said to us, oh, there's no toilets in this place, there's no bathrooms. But that's because we miss them out. But the good thing is, You get to see them about 25 times with Bear, because for some reason he gets a bit obsessed with this toilet, keeps going up and sniffing it. Someone's obviously done a massive turd in there at some point, and he could still smell it 20 years after it had been used for the last time. But anyway, like I said, you get to see things that we don't always look at. You might find it really interesting. Just because we haven't doesn't mean that you're not going to, and Bear gives you that opportunity to see it properly. Now, I will say about this property, it was only very, very small. It was a converted bungalow. It's not got many rooms, and Bear tended to go in the same rooms over and over and over again. Now, the thing is, people might say, oh, well, I'm sick of seeing this room, and I'm sick of going in this little bit, and I can't control where Bear is. Somebody even said the other week, I don't want to look at the back of your legs. It's not my fault. If he wants to stand behind me, then that's up to him. It's not up to me. But I watch it a little bit like Where's Wally? So I'm looking for something in this video that I've never seen before. So the first time he walks past it, he might miss it altogether. He might not be able to see it. The second time, something pops up and I'll be like, ooh, what's that? And I'll go back and I'll pause it and I'll have a look. And it's something that we might have missed, but he's definitely seen. So that's how I watch these videos. I think it's really good for that. Like that painting there. I don't even remember seeing that gold painting. So he's obviously seen it and we haven't. Now, at this point, I think he hears us shutting the door, and he knows he can't get back through to us. That's why he bombed back through to try and see like where we were or what we were doing. He must have heard the door shutting. So then he goes on his own little mission, going and having a look round, and I feel like he is quite adventurous tonight for most of the time. But he then keeps coming back to us when he can. So that's why we tried to shut the doors a little bit more than normal tonight. Because the property was so small, it was quite easy for him just to stay with us. I know for a fact at some point somebody in the comments is definitely going to tell us that there's glass on the floor and we need to be careful of Bear's feet. Now, I totally understand and I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't want his feet to get hurt. I don't want him to hurt himself in any way. However, I've tried to put boots on him. He is not having it. He ripped them to shreds in about 2 seconds flat. So that's one option and we can't do it. The other option is not to take him with us, and a lot of people will be like, well, you're putting him in danger and things. He absolutely loves it, and when we're out in public, when we're walking on the streets or if we're going out for a walk, there's risks of things all the time. So I don't think we're putting him in any more danger. He's not stupid. He doesn't really go anywhere daft. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. And like I said, if we really thought there was severe danger, we'd take him out of that situation. something that has given me a different perspective of other people's videos. Now, I don't watch many exploring videos. Andy does. I'm not as bothered. However, I don't think you realise, I think sometimes when I watch them I think, oh, they've just walked in the building, they've started filming, but it's not like that. We're in buildings for hours and hours to make maybe an hour's worth of footage, so we could be there sort of 3 or 4 hours and come out with 50 minutes worth of footage, and it seems like we've walked in, filmed and walked straight back out again. It doesn't work like that, and I think Bear highlights that at this point, because until we walk out that door and you can see our torches again, we've not even started filming. He's been walking around for 20 minutes at this point, and we've not even appeared from that kitchen yet. So it just gives you a bit of an overview of what it's like to go exploring. It's not just a in, film and out kind of thing. It's loads of preparation and stuff as well. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this week I've done something different and I've done 2 videos, one without music and one with music. Now, I just want you to do 2 things for me. First of all, I want you, once you've watched this video, if this is the one that you want to watch with or without the music, and then I want you to go over to the other version and either watch it all or watch a bit of it for me. Tell me in the comments of the one that you like, which one is your favourite, what worked for you and what didn't. Now, in my opinion, if it was me watching, I would watch with the music, because I think I would get maybe a little bit bored of just the sound of him walking around. Now, at this point, I need to stop talking about what I was talking about. Look at his face. There's something digging in him, I think, because he keeps sort of like looking at the camera. He's trying to bang it, he's trying to knock it off, he keeps rolling over, and you'll see that more in a minute. Something is really bugging him. I don't know what it is. I mention it in the video in a second as well, but something's definitely digging in him, I think. Once again, he hears the door going and look at him run. He's so happy to see us, and you can always tell because he speeds up. In a minute, when I've messed about with his camera, watch the speed. And like I said, once again, there's something not quite right. His camera's bugging him. But it looks like Victorian as well. What's he doing? It's going a bit crazy. It's been 2 weeks since he's had a camera on, and that's it. He's like, get this off me. I don't want it on anymore.
Behave yourself.
Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong?
Go on, have a lie down.
Go on. Go and have a look. Go and find something. Just stop rolling on floor like a weirdo.
I'm going to break the camera.
Let's stop singing.
There. Come away. You can
There.
cut your feet.
Yeah, move. He wants something up there. He keeps trying to get up there. But yeah, there is broken glass down there, so I don't want him to. Go on. Go out. Go on. You're going to have a look around the house. We'll shut you in there. Shutting the door, pushing Bear out and making sure that he went for a proper explore so he didn't get the glass in his feet, it meant that actually Bear was in a position to hear the clock chiming. We were in the room and I think the sound of it just sounds like it was the one that we'd been messing about with, which makes me think it was because of us that it went off. But I'll let you draw your own conclusions from that. Up to you what you think, but it was freaky. Regardless how it happened, it freaked us out. Now, I literally a second ago said, I think the clock went off because we were messing about with it. Now, I've just seen something that's a bit freaky. Look out for an orb just before the clock goes off. Now, I'll show it you from our point of view in a second, but I'm just going to show you that same clip again. And look at the orb. Like, Bear's torch is not moving about, so it can't be something to do with his torch. And it's really bright. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that? Now, I've slowed it right down. It seems to come from the chair or near the piano, up to the clock, and then back down again, and then disappears out of view. What do you think? Is it a moth? Is it some dust? Or is it something totally freaky? Let me know what you think down in the comments. What actually is that? What the fuck?
Shut up.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Get out! The clocks, surely the clocks aren't even working. Which one? I've got shiver down my spine. Go on.
Shut up, Peter. There's a bloody... Which one of these, was it? They can't work.
Do you reckon it's the one that you pushed the thing on? Do you think it's because you... Oh no. Because it's not even near the hour. Oh, that's proper...
I hope that showed up on there.
It will have done. It definitely will have done. I feel I've got proper shivers. That were horrible. Yeah. Right, Bear, get out of that glass. How many times? Go on, get out of here. He's weird. He's panting. He's like proper panting. Don't know what's wrong with him.
Not even red hot in here, was it?
No.
Not even warm outside.
What's the matter, Bear? You alright?
Yeah,
You okay? I know I've shouted at you,
what's the matter?
but that's only because I don't want you to stand in glass.
That's-
Now, while Bear is wandering around, I'm going to be totally cheeky and tell you to pop across to findersbeepers.co.uk/shop. And if you go on there, there is all sorts you can buy with Bear on it. So Bear t-shirts, Bear hoodies, caps, all sorts. Just get across, have a look. Even if you don't get something now, maybe it's a good idea to plan for Christmas. There's Father's Day coming up. There's all sorts. So get across, have a look and see what you can get on there. Anyway, I'll stop being cheeky now. Enjoy the rest of the video. And what are you saying? Bear,
I'm not saying
get
it.
away from the glass. Back away from the glass. Bear, go on. Go on. Now I've just noticed something I didn't notice when we were exploring. That trident oak thing up against the wall. Where did that come from? When I'm watching the videos back, I always think to myself, is there a reason you've gone to that room? Is there a thought process behind what you're doing? Or are you just blindly walking round from room to room, looking at the same things over and over again? Let me know what you think. Is he just wandering round? Or is there a reason he's going to certain places? Something else I think about when I'm editing the videos is, I wonder what he thinks we're there for. I wonder if he knows what we're doing, or if he just thinks it's just a fun day out. It's really weird for him, I suppose, because we're just going somewhere he's never been before, in someone else's house, and there's nobody there. It must be an odd experience for him.
Right, we were saying about these stairs being steep. Bear's just gone up there and almost fallen back down again. Now he's just stood. I don't think he dares come back down again.
He's waiting for Sherpa to come and bring him back down again.
It's so steep, this. What's he doing behind there?
Who knows what he does?
I know.
I ain't got a clue.
Well, we're about to see on his video.
Now, let's see what you guys think about this next thing that happens to Bear. So he's walking along, looking round. That picture that's just gone past, keep an eye on that. Because when he goes up and looks at it, he doesn't appear to touch the drawers that it's on at all. And all of a sudden, it lands on his head.
Less of a bottle bank and more of a bottle wank. Bear!
Doing it.
That's it, you cause trouble and then run off. Go on, downstairs. Go and have a look down there.
It's like the house is attacking him. Whatever was hurting him at the bottom of the stairs, and he had to roll round. Then the clock. He got to see the little thing moving round near the clock. It's a very weird bit of footage. Really strange that things are falling on him and getting him, and God knows. You let me know what you think anyway. Hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, like I said, he was all over having a good look round. He was certain places he was sniffing in over and over again, which makes me think there was something there, or somebody been there quite recently. That house had been abandoned since the 80s. Was it the 80s? I can't remember if it was the early 90s or the 80s, but anyway, it'd been abandoned quite a long time, so there shouldn't have been any smells of people in there, but Bear was picking up on something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Look forward to seeing you soon. I might go and film some videos with him this afternoon, going to some places of interest for you to check out, because I can't just stay here all day. It's not fair on him, even though he has got a big bucket of water and he's been chilled out. So, love you all, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Now, I just want to say a massive thank you to our Patreon members. I do apologise about the noise. I'm laid in a field at the moment in the baking hot sun, but I just thought I'd pop on, say thank you to every single one of our Patreon members. It's because of you we can do so much. We travel hundreds and hundreds of miles, and it's your support that gets us there. And also, we love giving back and giving you extra videos, extra things to do and watch, and a bit of a discount on the shop as well. So thank you so much. And if you do want to become a Patreon, it's patreon.com/Findersbeepers. See you next week. Bye-bye.